So the copper market, in our view, is going to be one of the great beneficiaries of decarbonisation. It's the transmission system for all electrical systems as the electric vehicle theme comes through. So we think it's going to be one of the great thematics of the next decade. On the supply side, copper mines are getting deeper, lower grade. Majors and juniors alike need to look at new jurisdictions, come in with new theories. The world's going to need dozens of new copper mines and they just haven't found them. We set up Noronex as a private company in 2018. We listed in 2020. At that point we had a small project in Canada and a small project on the Kalahari Copper Belt. Bruce Hooper was formerly the Chief Geologist of Sandfire and Head of Business Development. So we were very fortunate for a small company to have the calibre of Bruce Hooper on the team as our Chief Geologist.
The Central African Copper Belt, which is Zambia and the Congo, has been known for 110 years or so. The Kalahari Copper Belt is very similar, but it's covered. Here you don't find the copper on surface. It's under reasonably shallow cover, and with modern exploration, we're starting to be able to look effectively under that cover. So with the understanding that's been gained on these sedimentary copper deposits, we're starting to find more and more, as demonstrated in Botswana by this Khomakau and Mateo deposits that are now in production.
So the company's got an existing resource of 10 million tonnes at 1.3% copper at the Vidfly resort. We have another project called Snowball, and then we have this Humpback project, which is really the priority for the next 6 months. We have 2 initial targets, but we have a series of other targets beyond that to follow up. It's a large strike length, so there's a lot of opportunity out there.
It's been a fascinating belt at both ends, some 700 kilometres apart. There's outcropping copper. On the Botswana side, exploration over the last 10 years has found 2 new large deposits. They're under sort of shallow sand cover. On the Namibian side of the border where we are, we see a sort of zone of 60 to 80 metres of sand cover on top, and exploring under that. We're hoping we'll turn up many more of these new discoveries and mines that will make the Kalahari Copper Belt one of the major producers of copper in the world.
This Kalahari Copper Belt really is an emerging belt. Namibia's been a great place to work in. It's got good rule of law, highly experienced technical people. Our claims are probably close to 1% of the country's area now, so we've got a pretty significant position. If we get the big discovery, we think getting into production and setting up a mine is eminently doable in a place like that.
With the developments that went through with the mod discovery at Mateo, we'd love to turn it into a major new belt that rivals some of the other big copper belts of the world.